Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. Inspiration. Let me try that again. Inspiration. Artists eternally struggle to find creative inspiration, but it can be found in the smallest of places. Inspiration. I saw Mr. Connolly use an iPad to make his speech the other week in chapel, so I thought I'd give it a try because he made it look so cool. Inspiration. But then I had a horrible dream last night that I lost all power and no Renfrew-sized generator could save me, so inspiration over. I've also observed, it's my windscreen. I blew it off. Inspiration. I have also observed the headmaster do lots of this when he's giving a speech in chapel, as though he's still physically manipulating and tweaking his speech as he's giving it. Either that or he's just giving a good massage to our eagle here, because he has to carry a lot of weight. Inspiration. Speaking of carrying, let's go carry on for a moment from what the Rev spoke about on Saturday during his Saturday sermon, which reminded me about another inspirational piece of rodent wisdom. Two little mice fell into a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that eventually he churned that cream into butter and crawled out. Inspiration. Here, in the rat race of Shawnigan, we breed butter churners. And this morning, we celebrate the cream of the crop in both academics and arts and activities. To that end, Mrs. Millman and I have asked for a student to speak about her experience in trying to find balance and sometimes struggling to find balance in both of these areas. Kylie Kim. Her accomplishments speak pretty clearly for themselves, and I know this morning she'll speak pretty clearly about how and why she finds importance and passion in both the arts and academics. Kylie.
iPad is here. When I was first asked to talk about my experiences in both academics and fine arts at Shawnigan, I was delighted, but also scared. How am I supposed to talk about two completely different aspects of the Shawnigan community and find a way to connect them? But then I got to thinking, they're actually more similar than what we give them credit for. We use our creative minds to solve problems in math, as well as to create visual art. When I think back to my time here at Shawnigan, I recall my struggles writing an essay in only an hour or two, or when I happened to not get a part I wanted in a show. To put it simply, both academics and arts have meant a great deal for me here at Shawnigan. Coming here as a grade 9 student, I already had experience in the performing world. I cannot even think of a time I was not performing in front of others. Whether it be on the stage or off, I love to put on a show. I'm often asked what I get my inspiration from as an actor, and although I'm only a grade 12 student, the various experiences I faced in my life, big or small, have helped me become the actor and person I am today. For those who know me best, know that I'm the youngest child in a group of 3 and lost my father when I was 6 years old. The impact of losing my dad was of such a monumental event that it whipped me through a full spectrum of emotions for years that I now pull from today as an actor. It was because of my dad I entered a life of performing. My dad was clearly an actor off stage, and I often lament, as he did, that his on-stage theater career was limited by the fact that there weren't many roles for someone who looked like him. Like me, he battled typecasting, but in a time that was definitely less open to diverse leads. So he kept his appearances limited to a local community stage theater. I, however, wanted to keep his legacy alive. So it is perhaps unsurprising that after my dad passed, I began to audition for plays. Initially, the theater allowed me to connect with my dad, as well as work through my grief. After 8 years of performing in the same community theater in Palo Alto, California, where my dad volunteered, I decided to come to Shawnigan. Instead of focusing solely on performing, I decided it was time for me to leave my performing life behind. But as you can see where I have gotten to now, I clearly have not. As a Korean American, the world expected me to focus on academics, so I pushed aside my dreams of acting and did just that. Though at first I did not take much interest in academics, once at Shawnigan, my love for learning grew. I vigorously threw myself into biology and chemistry, even self-studying an entire integrated science course over the summer between grades 9 and 10. I resigned myself to fate, downplaying my interests in theater because I didn't see myself represented on the stage. By increasing my knowledge in subjects such as math and chemistry, my confidence grew. With the various skills learned in the classroom, I was able to improve on stage. Yet, denying my true calling to the theater left me feeling lost once again, and I finally decided to stop ignoring it. As my love for acting grew, my love for academics grew. Last year, when I finally decided I wanted to pursue a career in the arts, I was often approached by my peers and asked the same question. Kylie, why are you taking these hard classes that you don't even need? And though sometimes I don't know the answer to the question itself, I've started to piece together why. Not only have I taken hard classes out of pure interest, but I've taken them because I believe in a well-rounded education, a well-rounded student. I believe that the two actually influence and benefit each other. For example, I would not be able to stand in front of the school today and speak about the importance of academics if it were not for theater. The lessons I learned from Mr. Lupton in AP Euro last year helped me understand what the characters I portrayed had gone through at the time. The other day, when asked to memorize and perform a Shakespearean monologue for Much Ado About Nothing in my AP Literature class, I shrugged it off and said, I got this. In times of stress and chaos, I have seen the worst of it all. To having the musical in the spring, followed by AP exams, theater performances, dance shows, and for some of us, grad preparations, life at Shawnigan can be hectic, but there is magic in the chaos. In those moments, I found balance in the organization that I learned from academics. In addition, I was able to find confidence from performing. Both subjects gave me the ability to succeed in all aspects of life. Shawnigan has given me the opportunity to not only reignite my passion for the arts, but continue my academic pursuits. Thank you.
Thank you, Kylie. And now, colors for arts and activities. It's worth noting that colors are never awarded lightly. A great deal of conversation is involved. A week and a half ago, all of the arts and activities instructors met to discuss our colors nominations. Colors are awarded to students in grade 10 or 12 who demonstrate leadership, faithful and enthusiastic commitment, and a solid skill development in their art or activity. Recipients generally have 2 years of outstanding service in these after-school programs. 2 years. And at this point of the year, roughly halfway through, we look very closely at this 2-year commitment. And sometimes it's a tripping point. A student may have found their calling, their passion in grade 10 or 12, but unfortunately, if they did not pull their weight in the previous year, then they will not receive colors at this time. Indeed, instructors were held to task and encouraged to be ruthless, knowing as well that there will be another opportunity to award colors at the end of the year, so don't lose heart. Colors recipients should consistently demonstrate their exemplary commitment, effort, attitude, leadership, skill development, independence, and personal responsibility. And this morning, we celebrate 12 juniors and 15 seniors who have done just that. We will begin with the juniors. I will read all 12 names and the programs for which they were nominated. Please hold your applause until I've read all of the names. If you hear your name, make your way to the front, shake the headmaster's hand, receive your pin from Miss Agate, and stay up for a group photo. Headmaster? Junior colors for Clayworks are awarded to Leah Libarski. For figure skating, Hannah Sitt. For film production, Devin Clayton. For illustration and watercolors, Victoria Key. For Model UN, Erica Hershen. For robotics, Justin Liu, Jackie Liu, Michaela Rush, and Jani Zhang. For rock band, McKinley Bourne, Lucas Klassen, and Alin Shen. Senior colors. Senior colors for dance are awarded to Nicole Waldner-Thoen. For Model UN, Drayden Fontana, Imran Karmali, and Nena Onwukwe. For musical theater, Kylie Kim and Spencer Nasrallah. For recording arts, Ethan Anstey. For robotics, Sam Addison, Owen Bramley, and Go Lemkul. For studio art, Brooke Beckingham, Selena Lee, and Phoebe Stobart. And for woodwork, Michaela Brennan and Caesar Zhang. Congratulations to all of our Arts and Activities Colors recipients. And please, if you would, join me in thanking all of the fantastic Arts and Activities instructors who bring such incredible passion and commitment to our programs. And thank you as well to the 440 of you that have filled out your Arts and Activities sign-up form. It closes at 3 p.m. today. After that, it's my choice. And finally, thank you to all of those who came out last night to our gallery walk in the main building. It was great to see all the work out there, and thank you to those that put all that work out there as well. Everything is still in Mitchell Hall, so if you have some time today, you can go have a look, and I believe there still might be some live music playing in the main building at break today, so go enjoy that as well. Thank you very much. Mrs. Mill.
Thank you, Mr. McLeod. And thank you again to Kylie for taking the opportunity to speak to you today. I think student voice is an important thing that we've tried to incorporate more. It gives me great pleasure this morning to have the opportunity to speak to you about academics and to present academic colors. To begin with, though, I have some Legion Awards to announce. Last fall, Law 12 and English 10 students submitted creative reflection pieces to the Royal Canadian Legion's annual Remembrance Day contest. Entries ranged from poetry and essays to color and black and white drawings. Top place finishers in each category move on to be judged at the regional and provincial level. Along with a certificate of recognition, recipients received a cash prize of up to $75. I'm going to read out all of the winners, and I'll ask them to stand at the end to be recognized. They've already received their certificate, so please hold your applause. For senior color drawing, first was Olivia Earle, third, Martin Gow. Senior black and white drawing, first, Olivia Brigden, second, Sam Heward, third, Hayden Isherwood. Essay, first, Tarek Alakad, second, Aubrey Chrysler, and third, Grace Levine. And for poetry, first, Jerry Chen, second, Nicole Cherry, and third, Hunter Hamilton. Could you all please stand to receive our congratulations? Thank you. Before I present academic colors this morning, I want to talk for a few minutes about academic pressure and academic integrity. Academic pressure is a good thing. Being pushed to think deeper, to work harder, to maybe move a bit outside of your comfort zone. This is something many of you feel on a daily basis, and to a point, it is a good thing for you. I was actually speaking to an alumni last week who was on our Board of Governors, and she mentioned that the pressure and rigor of Shawnigan is what made her the adult she is today, able to handle life's pressures every day. Unfortunately, the pressure that some of you sometimes feel in your academics pushes you a bit too far. And instead of asking for support or talking to your teachers about it, you make a poor decision that puts your academic integrity in question. In the end, we all only have so much control over the results that we achieve or the accolades we attain. But the one thing you each have absolute control over are the choices you make, whether to take that shortcut, to bore that prep, to peek at that neighbor's paper during a test, or to live and learn from the consequences of not being fully prepared for what's in front of you. Life, like everything in life, your academics is providing you with opportunities to make choices every day, at every minute of every day. The choices you make will not only determine your success, but more importantly, your character. The people achieving academic colors here today have proven not only to have strong academics, but have also have admirable character through their attitude and their approach to their academics. As many of you know, at Shawnigan you can achieve colors in the house, for your athletics, for your arts and activities, and for your academics. For academics, colors are given in grades 10 and 12, and your achievement, your effort are only the initial criteria we use to determine the recipients. The citation is as follows, and it's in your gold book, so listen to it, please. Academic colors will be awarded to students who consistently demonstrate superior effort, achievement, leadership in their studies, while also maintaining a commitment to the many other facets of the Shawnigan program. Showing genuine interest, working to potential, supporting your classmates must be integral to your approach. Generally, students have studied at the school for more than 1 year. Senior colors are only awarded to grade 12, and consideration is given to your performance in both grades 11 and 12. Junior colors are in grade 10. Once we determine which students are eligible for colors, by consistently attaining Headmaster's Honor Roll and Dean's Dinner status, we ask teachers to nominate students who they feel have gone above and beyond these criteria to fit the elements of the citation. We gather as a group of teachers, advisors, house directors, and discuss each nominee and their contributions to class, scholarly approach to their studies, and the leadership that they show academically. I then present the names to Mr. Lamont for consideration, and at ceremonies like this, we give out ties and pins. At this point in the year, we will only honor seniors. It is the first of 3 rounds of senior academic colors, and the progress of 11 and 12 was considered. If you do not receive your colors today, have a conversation with your teacher or your advisor about what you might need to do for the next round. Junior colors will be presented twice in the 3rd term. Before I name this first group of students, I'd like to thank all of you who are pushing yourselves to do your academic best. I'd also like to thank all of your teachers who go above and beyond in supporting you to achieve your own unique excellence. Today is about celebrating the achievements of the following grade 12s, so I'd ask the headmaster to come forward and present their ties. Senior academic colors are presented to Sam Addison, Go Lemkel, Charlotte Anderson, Alan Lynn, Reese Dukovich, Clara Lowe, Drayden Fontana, Lauren Labarsky, Laura Golnick, Sophie Miranda, Lenny Yojic, Graham Norris, Kylie Kim, Bridget Person, Nicole Lavin, Michael Ralph, Selena Lee, and Phoebe Stobart. Thank you once again to Kylie for speaking today, and she got to choose the hymn that we're going to sing. So we will be singing the Duxbury hymn, number 4, I Vow to Thee, My Country. Shh, excuse me. Quietly, please stand.